rules or like
that language,
then I think she or he will done doing mistakes. The
may do certain mistakes.
May do grammatical mistakes.
Okay.
In English, there is proper way to write, but in my native language, we can start from everywhere.
Okay. And what is the interesting way or suitable way to teach someone English language? As a student, what is your requirement?
To give the stories. Mean in conveying the message or teaching the language.
Okay. You said grammar. Rather than grammar, do you need vocab?
But firstly, then the vocab will come. Firstly, we know the rules about it. Like
we should know about the rules.
If we write about the past, then we also add pause for our like second form. If we not want to add pause, then we add subject plus verb B2 and then we didn't know about it. Don't know about it. Then how we write?
How could we write? Okay. And what's the reason why people they are more keen to learn English rather than any another language?
There is only one reason, that this language is going all over
international.
In our earth there are about 184 countries. In 184 countries, all people understand it. But if we go for our native language or like Hindi or Punjabi language, then it is very difficult to pass their.
Doesn't cross even the stage?
Yes.
Because when you have to go overseas, then you require to communicate. And okay, we wish to learn English language, but what is the exact need of that language? If suppose you don't go to overseas in your entire life, then what is the requirement to learn English?
The person who we met, or we can say meet, they used to think that the person is very educated.
Okay.
And it's very helpful to understand simple things. Like we instead of watching in our news in native language, we can use to listen in English language.
And what is the main task of any language?
Convey the, like language is a communication medium of communication.
Correct.
Like pass their information to the different person.
Right.
The main work of language is that.
Then does English stand here for communication purpose only?
In our country, but it is not stand here.
Doesn't.
Stand here. The person who learn English, they used to do IELTS or PhD and go overseas. Being what about like knowing the English language.
Okay. Suppose you are to teach that language to someone. So how would you make someone understand that language?
Firstly, we start from the grammar. Then proceed to operating grammar. We used to go for vocab, then writing.
Okay. But how much comfortable you are in your mother tongue? Can you be with any doctored language?
After pass of time, we could be there.
If question is for you, then you are to answer it in a singular way. But if question is random, then you can go for plural side. Getting my point?
My point of view is, after pass of time or speaking the language, we can use to.
What is the essential thing to have mastery over any language?
Well, if we want to be a teacher than we have to school.
Like you are learning rules day by day. So what exactly do you require when you can say yourself, right now I am standing somewhere in this language?
If I speak
Yeah, continue.
speak English like or adopted language in fluent way,
Hmm.
that is then I think that I will do something in reading or learning this.
And why do some people avoid to speak in English?
Because
Why do they get afraid to go and
Because
join
they-
any class?
because they think they have more anxiety and stress because they think if I speak wrong in wrong way, then others will laugh. That's why.
But they are joining some classes just because they don't know. Then why to feel shy or anxiety?
Point of view of everyone, but mine is if we become some shameful in, to learning the knowledge, it is more comfortable. Like we faster learning without with shameful without the
Okay. So do you think students should go directly to teacher and ask if they have any doubt?
yes. If they are writing a like spoken session in the class, then we also speak in between of many people. That's it.
And after making someone understand multiple times, because of this your content, this rule will be used, but still they are using the old rule. What's the reason behind that? Can you consider yourself
Because-
here and mention about that?
When the time is come,
Is
That-
come, will come, comes.
comes when we want to speak, then our mind forgot about
Forgets about the rules. When you are communicating, from which brain are you trying to speak?
subconscious.
Subconscious or conscious? Your mother language is in your subconscious brain.
Conscious.
Then adopted thing would remain in your conscious until you digest it. When you will digest it, it will go to your subconscious. Then it would come naturally. Now still, do you translate inside your brain when you are to speak in English language? Okay. After speaking, do you listen to yourself what you are talking about?
Yes, sometimes.
Do you correct yourself while making some mistakes in grammar or sentence making?
Yes.
Can you recognize those and can you replace them with the right verb or right
No.
HV? Can't.
But I recognize that this is a mistake and I go further.
Okay. When you are trying to say something and you try to say that in your mother tongue, that time that's true. That's naturally it's coming. But when you say that same sentence or line in the English or your adopted language, then meaning changes many times. Then what is the silly mistake you do at that time? Means your message is something else, but while you are going to convey it, between that you have changed some rules. So your Hindi was of present, but the way of that convenience, or you can say communication, so you changed here your HV or verb something. Then the person to whom you are sending it, receiver is not getting that meaning. So here who should come ahead, the sender or the receiver, to understand that thing?
Send.
So where sender will have to correct it,
Subconscious.
because here is the sender, right? Okay, so sender sender is having some idea. Sender is having some idea inside their mind, right? Now they are to deliver to that person. Sender is there. Inside sender's mind there is one idea. So this is the delivery boy. This is the person who is to receive that. Receiver, right? So now this person is sending that thing in another language. That language is English right now, correct? So now at that situation, person is saying something that could be in the present, but while communication, so that person has applied some rules which are related to past, right? So now that delivery boy or that receiver, when that person will receive that content in a past, so that person's idea, that topic would be opposite to the topic, because that sender is saying present sentence but the receiver is getting the past. So mistake is in between the convey the message, because rules are changed. So here for sender, what needs to do? After speaking, sender should correct it, or before speaking, sender should correct it? Before speaking or after speaking? Before speaking. Now, how this thing can be changed? When you are saying, I want to go. When you say, I want to go there. Hindi is that? चाहता हूँ, ठीक है. But when you are saying I was want to or I is want to, then is or was, will it come? No. Right now you know. But when you speak, when you are in a flow, that time you jump in between the multiple HVs. So here only one thing is required. If you attend a class of 1 hour, okay, depends on 30 minutes, 1 hour, then at least same time, at least half hour you should sit alone and practice that thing. Until you practice, how things will sustain for a long while. Only that thing is there. So do you practice at home?
No.
So at least for 5 minutes you should see the rule after going to home. And your whole the day, whenever you are sitting somewhere, just try to think in English. Then it will take days rather than the months. So here we are going to end our speaking class. Okay.